Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charts 365 with your stocks to watch for the next week, which is 12/30/2019. All right, so before we get started, this is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. This is for informational purposes only. Also, I may hold positions in some of the stocks mentioned. Now, things are getting a little frothy out here. We're starting to get extended from the moving averages. I went over this pretty much in depth in the State of the Market video I made yesterday. If you haven't seen that yet, please check out my either Twitter feed or YouTube channel, and it will pop up for you there. But based on your risk tolerance and your time frame, there's a lot of opportunities out there in the market right now. So let's jump into some of them. Okay, so financials are still a theme that I think going forward look good. Some of these I've actually been watching for a while, like Wells Fargo. Again, hasn't gotten above this 54.60-ish area. So it's still on the watch list, but the trend is up. So the expectation is that this would eventually break out. So something to see there. Truist Financial did break out and now is consolidating above the breakout level. Some good volume showing up also. So something that I think looks pretty good. Again, nice big base here. Really like that one. Some regional banks are starting to show up too. This was an important level for Zion Bancorp. You see it was support, resistance. Now it's consolidating right in that resistance area. So Zion looks pretty good. Next up is going to be Fifth Third Bancorp. Now this one actually already did break out of this very important area right here. And if you see, it went higher, and now it's consolidating very smartly, very, very methodically here, which is pretty nice to see. Moving averages are all moving higher. So I think this one looks pretty good if the financials continue to outperform. The next one, Goldman Sachs. I actually have a position in this one, and I like how it broke out above this area. Moving averages have all turned up, and now it's just moving sideways in this very tight range. I think Goldman Sachs offers another potential entry once it gets over this 232, 233 level. Tech also has a lot of opportunity, I think. Cadence Design Systems, again, has an important level. Starting to see some volume show up in there. This was a big volume bar right here, big volume bar right here. And yeah, so a breakout above this area right here, 71-ish, and I think Cadence Design could go much higher. Qualcomm is one of those stocks from way back in the day. If you see, it went up very quickly in 1999, and then it peaked, and now it's had a basing for over, about, call it 20 years. 20 years base here, and now we're just now getting back to those all-time highs. So if this can break out, I think that would be a very meaningful breakout, and I think that Qualcomm has a great chance to go much, much higher, and it is a player in the 5G space, so I think that's important. Applied Materials, again, beautiful base. Had resistance. It's in that resistance area again, but it didn't do a sharp pullback like it did every other time. Every other time it pulled back pretty sharply. Now this is just kind of moving sideways, something to watch. Also, look at these amazing big volume bars right here. To me, this shows a lot of accumulation in this name over the last few months, and I think Applied Materials looks really good to continue moving higher. Teradyne, another chip in the SMH. Again, I see a lot of the same. I'm seeing big green accumulation bars in this name. So it moved up past the most current potential resistance area, popped through it, now is moving sideways. Yeah, so I think this one, if it could get above this, we'll call it $70 range, I think this one, Teradyne, can move much, much higher. Two payment companies that look like they're just starting to break out, just starting to move higher, is MasterCard. Moving averages are now all curling back up again, and things are looking pretty good for MasterCard. And Visa. Again, Visa had this nice consolidation period, broke out, and all the moving averages are curling up. Things look pretty good for both of those companies. Some healthcare themes. Novo Nordisk. And if I'm going too fast, just pause it, take a look at these charts, pull them up on your own in your own platform, and take a look at it. But I love this Novo Nordisk. They make a glucose testing patch called Freestyle Libre, and it is very, very popular. And we're seeing here how this is testing these highs right here, this prior resistance. And I think that if it could get above, 58, 60-ish, even, 59, I think Novo Nordisk can go much, much higher. Crispr. I've been watching this one for a long time. Since this move here, didn't get involved in this move. It just moved too fast and I wasn't going to chase. But I've been watching it, and it hit the resistance, came back in a nice, almost like bull flag looking manner. And now I think it's kind of settled down, kind of consolidated. If it can pop up into the $73, $74 level, I think Crispr Therapeutics is an amazing opportunity. TDOC. Okay, so we have a nice base here, and this is just showing, humongous amounts of accumulation. Humongous. And to boot, this has a very high short float. So this is one that once it can break out to new highs, and it's pretty darn close, I think TDOC can really start to move. This is one I do have a position in also, and things look really good for this one. So CGEN, Seattle Genetics, moved really nicely higher, consolidated, and even though it's below the 23-day EMA, I think as long as it's above this 110, 111 level, I think there's a reason to be involved in this one. I am not currently, but look at this accumulation. These are huge bars. This is not your Aunt Sally buying into Seattle Genetics. These are some big funds going in there. So something to watch, Seattle Genetics. And then the next one is going to be CGEN, which is CompuGen. Had a nice big run up, moved sideways, moving averages are going higher. It did break out and close at all-time highs. Nice to see. Nice volume coming in too right here. It looks like the buyers are in control, and I think CGEN has a chance to go much, much higher. Moving on, there's one China name that caught my eye. Now, a lot of China names look good, okay? I really think like the way they're shaping up, but I think some of them have just run too far for a good risk-reward setup. So this one, though, hasn't yet. It's Pinduoduo. I'm not sure. Actually, I do know what they do. They are an e-commerce site. I looked that up today just to make sure. But again, good volume, good accumulation volume. We're back up to a prior important area. I think above 40, and I think that this could be a nice long. Again, there's a lot of China names that have done well in the last month or so, and I think that but they've run kind of far. This is one that I think still has some opportunity in it. And then I've noticed steel names over the last month or two, so I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of names in the steel space. Reliance Steel and Aluminum. Just a nice tight consolidation here. Looks really good, and look at that accumulation volume. Nice. Steel Dynamics. Run up, nice tight consolidation, good accumulation volume. Similar theme. Nucor. Run up, consolidated, good accumulation volume. And the last one is Freeport-McMoRan. run up, tight consolidation, and a lot of nice accumulation volume on the run up. So there you go. I gave you 21 stocks fairly quickly to consider. Again, the market is moving higher. We are in a bull market. Let me do that. SPX. We're in a bull market. Expect volatility. I'm expecting this to go sideways or maybe chop around for a while, but there are still opportunities out there. And I hope this helped you. Good luck trading and have a great day, guys.